I'm going to be talking about the effects of honors classes on young students today. I more mean advanced classes, but when I was young, they always called them honors classes, so that's what I'm going to be referring to them. I'm going to talk about the effects that they can have in increasing stress and anxiety on the people in them, and I'm also going to talk about how they can help to, how they can add anxiety and a feeling of being lesser that to people outside of the classes. So in classes, you will often see an increase in homework, an increase of just general schoolwork that can oftentimes increase the stress that these students will have throughout their entire lives. They start to feel this need to do this work all the time, and they lose out on their own free time in the classes. These students also tend to stay in these classes, whether it be for the fear of feeling lesser than they were. They tend to stay in these classes longer than maybe they should, or if they have problems, they then struggle to open up about them to people and to ask for the help they need, because oftentimes they feel like they already should have that help and they should know. These classes also affect students outside of them by making them feel lesser than the students in them. Oftentimes, you'll see even some classes. Personally, I was in a class called OT Occupational Therapy to help me with my handwriting and spelling, because I'm dyslexic and have ADHD, so that's all stuff that I've always struggled with greatly. And so being in this class, being a kid, I didn't understand that it was something for me to help me learn and to be a better student. It just told me that I was less intelligent than the people around me. This led to a feeling of anxiety and stress that has been with me for almost my entire life now, and have only just recently been able to start shaking off. This can also lead to students in just regular classes seeing it as like they can't be as good as these students. They're not as intelligent, or all of these words, that they're just not as good as the students in these classes. So in the end, all these classes do is increase the stress and anxiety that almost every single student feels by generally just making schools a competitive place instead of a learning environment. They make it so that it's a struggle for who's going to be the best, who's going to be the smartest, instead of as a group working together to build each other up. And there are studies that show the idea that a teacher is what helps a student learn. Not advanced classes, not the student. The most important thing to any student learning correctly is a good teacher. So that's why I don't like the honors system, and I think that schools should focus on educating all students equally and not just boosting up some over arbitrary test scores. Thank you.